seat, sip some wisdom, and stay a while. This is the Prosperity Lounge, where growth gets personal. Step inside, we're breaking chains.
Good evening, everybody. I'm trying to get centered here on the camera. Perfect. Hope everybody's doing well. Happy day after Thanksgiving here, Black Friday. Just getting a couple more seconds here. Make sure everybody's in the room. Make sure everybody comes on in. We're doing something a little different tonight because it's Black Friday. You can hear everything in the background. So, where's my videos here? All right, view channel. Just making sure everybody's in here.
I'm going to tell them to go up and down.
Perfect. No, either way is fine.
Oh, it's okay? Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
I know you're not late tonight, Jessica. So we're streaming both ways. We're streaming horizontally and vertically again using StreamYard. If you can hear me okay, let me know. I'm using the mic. Try not to talk right into it. Got my Prosperity Lounge shirt on, everybody. You see here? Yep, got the Prosperity Lounge shirt on. Got my background, my AI background. Are you hearing an echo there, fans? Okay. Let's see if I can lower that down. All right. Well, I'm using the home studio tonight, so it's a little funky. All right. Let me see if I can fix that a little bit. Yeah, thank you. I'm glad you like it. We are live. It's almost 6. You know, we're obviously from 6 to 7. So we'll see what happens there. I did make a promise, though, that we did hit 1,000 subscribers the other day, actually yesterday. And we are now up to, we blew past that. We are at 1,013. So since we hit 1,000, I will not completely eliminate the whole 6-7 thing that annoys Emmy.
You promised.
But I will get close to it. I still have to say we're on from 6 to 7, but I may not go 6, 7, but I will be close. We still have to get truth between lines to 500. I think that was the other part of the equation, but I will limit my use of 6, 7. I did hear something weird this morning. They were talking to somebody outside of West Town Mall here in Knoxville, and what were they talking? They were asking about what they were in line waiting for Black Friday, and the kid said, actually, there was a bunch of them said they were waiting in line for cheesy bread. So I don't know if that's a new phrase, cheesy bread. I don't know what that means. Maybe the youngsters in the audience can let me know what cheesy bread means. But yeah, they weren't saying anything about 6, 7. They were just talking about cheesy bread. So yeah, I don't know what that means. So we'll just go with yeah. So it's Friday, normal showtime, 6 o'clock here at the Prosperity Lounge. We are not live on the radio. We're just live on YouTube. Radio is playing a pre-recorded show, which we're double checking to make sure that it's the right show is playing. So we're checking out the app on the Praise app here, make sure it's the right show. And I'm waiting for a confirmation, but it should be the right show. And basically what I did there is I did a compilation of some of the Wednesday shows. So the most recent one I put up on Wednesday, and then a show from earlier Wednesday with Ambassador Haney. So it's a kind of a combination. They can hear a little bit about what the Wednesday show brings. And I added a new transition, a new intro, a new outro for that specifically. So that's what they're hearing on the radio right now. Although it's 6 o'clock and White Christmas is playing, so I'm not playing right now. Vance, you got any news on that? I'm supposed to be live right now. Got to go to work instead. Yeah, I know. So there you go. I'm just trying to hear one more time of what the radio is playing right now. Sounds like it's White Christmas. Anywho,
You're on Facebook too, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just make sure.
you're also streaming on Facebook right now as
I'll
well.
check after this song. Maybe it's just a little.
Just double checking. We will see.
By the time he gets in, he wouldn't get in time anyway, though, hon. So.
Yeah. It is what it is. If it doesn't play, I need to know so I can let them know it didn't play.
Mhm.
But we'll check again in a few minutes. Anyway, hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving, great holiday yesterday. Live on YouTube right now, live on Facebook, live on YouTube up and down, shorts, live on everywhere. So it's weird is the chat for you guys. Some people are watching as a short. I see that chat. Some people are watching as a regular video. I see that chat. Some people are watching on Facebook. I see that chat. So I may respond to somebody that you may not see a question from because it's in your different feed. Don't worry about it. Stay where you're at. Have fun. Just trying some stuff out here to increase viewership and some, accessibility for people who might want to watch different ways. Yes, I made the mistake of wearing jeans. Okay. Whatever that means.
On the slide?
Oh, on the slide? Yeah. Yeah, I can understand that going down the slide at the what was that, the ice show in Nashville. We went last year to that. It was the what was it last year? Frosty the Snowman was last year. And that was fun. There was a couple different slides on that. I think this year was Charlie Brown Christmas. So that looked like a lot of fun. So we're here Friday night. We're live right now. It's the day after Thanksgiving. Wanted to pop on just to keep consistency with the channel and everybody hang out. Let everybody know that we did yesterday, like I said, pass 1,000 subscribers. So I want to just thank everybody who worked really hard to promote the show, to share it, to everybody that knew about it, to pray on it, to expand it, everything else. And yeah, it was quite the blessing to wake up. Actually, right before bed last night, I checked and we hit 1,000. We were at 999. I put a picture up. It said 999, and right after that, I hit 1,000. So I put another picture up, hit 1,000. Yeah, I mean, you got to wear sweatpants or expand elastic waist pants when you eat Thanksgiving. Otherwise, yeah, jeans are no good on Thanksgiving. We had an interesting day yesterday, Thanksgiving. We went to Pigeon Forge and went to Mama's Farmhouse Kitchen, and we didn't have reservations. And basically, the reservations were full 2 months out. So if you didn't have a reservation 2 months ago, you weren't getting a reservation. They were only taking reservations for 6 or more in a party. We had 4 of us, so we weren't going to get reservations anyway. But I learned the lesson. I'll tell you about that later.
Okay, you're on.
Okay, perfect. I'm on the radio, so Vance, you don't got to go anywhere. You can stay home.
I'll say straight one, but whatever.
Tina's checking right now. She hears me on the radio, so we're good. So anyway, so we're there. We basically go put your name down on the wait list. They opened at 11 a.m. There were people outside at 9 o'clock in the morning waiting. Put their name down.
Archery one.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, okay.
It's archery and then Fitz-Haney after that.
Okay.
Sorry. So basically, people got there at 9 o'clock in the morning, put their name down. We got over there a little after 12, and because we had called before, and the guy's like, "Don't worry, maybe half hour wait. We got a lot of tables. Just come put your name down. Shouldn't be that long." So we get there around 12, and they put our name down, and they tell us it's an hour and a half to 2 hour wait. Oh, okay. No problem. So you can go do things or whatever, come back. We sat down at 4:30. So I think it was about a 4.5 hour wait. At one point, about 2 hours in, we were number 76 on the wait list, and there were 175 tables total. That was tables. That table could have been table 2, table 12, table 20. That was tables, 175 tables. We were number 76. So I teased the lady. I put a picture up yesterday on my social media. If you're not following me at Instagram, JR Financial Coach in the Prosperity Lounge, or Joey Ruffalo on Facebook, with Sharon. Sharon was the phone answerer. So she was answered two, 3 phones at a time, basically giving the same response. This is the only meal we have today. We don't have chicken. We're not doing takeout. It's a set order. If don't have reservations. You got to come in, put your name down. I can't give you how long the wait list is. So I teased her at one point that I'd start answering the phones and help her. It's their busiest day of the year. They said they had to get tables from the other restaurants that they work out of and bring bussers and servers over from the other restaurants. And yeah, it was crazy. And basically, she was a rock star. She was just calm, cool, collected, answering the phone. She kept saying the same thing over again. She wasn't getting frustrated. She was amazing, Sharon. So that was great. Give her a shout out and a props there. But yeah, it was about 4 hour wait. But we teased like people, we said, hey, what we're going to do next year, if we make a reservation for 4, we'll make it for 6. And then we'll just grab 2 people in the parking lot and go, how long is your wait? 3 hours? Ours is 20 minutes. You want to eat with us? You know, $20 a person, $50 a person. You can join our group, eat with us. Still got to pay for your own meal, but you can jump the line if you pay for us. And then I had a snack bag in the car, which was a lifesaver for everybody in our party. But I was thinking about selling snacks outside too and just trying to raise a little bit of money. So that would have been fun to do that and make a couple bucks on that. But yeah, it was about a 4.5 hour wait. There were parties at 20, parties at 30. It was crazy. Yeah, just the big tables and big amount of people. But all the workers there were great. They were cool, calm, collected. They didn't have any issues. They were fun. Yeah, so that was pretty good. And then we played mini golf last night at Scooby Doo, new mini golf course in Pigeon Forge, and there was a wait for that too. It was about a 20-minute wait for that. It was, if you like Scooby Doo, you'll like the course. There was a lot of references to the show and animatronics and things like that. If you like mini golf, you probably won't like it as much. They need to fix the course a little bit. There were a lot of places where the edges were flat, so if you hit your ball, it would roll to like the other course, the other like hole. It wasn't self-containing it. There were times where there was one spot where like you had to climb over rocks to get to your ball. Like it didn't seem safe in some spots, but plus it was really cold. It was like in the low 30s, but it was, it was fun. And then of course driving home today was a huge wait in traffic, but we're here. So we got some fun things coming up on the show to end out the year and some fun announcements. What should we start with? Should we start? Oh, I love Topgolf too. We'll have to go. I love Topgolf. My wife loves Angry Birds because that's the best thing. She's great at that. I go up there, I try to crush the ball, and she just like taps it and knocks everything down and wins all the time. So, Zootopia 2, fun. Let me know if you want to hear the end of the year stuff, or you want to hear the announcements or the fun stuff we're looking forward to 26. Let me know in the chat. I'm grabbing some coffee here. All right. Ooh, I do. Okay. All right. Well, I'll start with the end of the year stuff. Let's go. We've got a show next week with Joe LaPera. You might have heard the name before, LaPera Insurance. He's one of our sponsors. He's going to come on and talk about insurance. I know it's boring, insurance, but it's the end of the year. And, we need to get our stuff in order financially. I think getting into the new year, figure all that stuff out. So I think kind of figuring out the right insurances that we need to have, we kind of save us some money and things like that. That'll be very helpful going into the new year. On the 19th, you notice I skipped a week. On the 19th, we have I'm going to make sure I get this right here because I want to do it justice. Give me 1 second. It is the Knoxville Family Justice Center. Get 2 representatives from them coming on to talk about something that is crazy holiday spirit, but it's about domestic violence, assault, and elder abuse during the holidays and how Happens year round, but it kind of upticks during the holiday. And we're doing the chamber out here in Knoxville, West Knox, Farragut, is doing a fundraiser for them, their holiday open house, December 9th, and they're raising some money from that for that charity. And so they asked if they can come on and talk a little bit about their cause and their mission, especially around the holidays. And I said, absolutely, come on out, we'll talk. So it's that. But on the 12th, December 12th, circle the calendar, sound the horn, fire the trumpets, whatever, fire the cannons, blow the whatever. Santa Claus is coming to the Prosperity Lounge. Yes, you heard me right. Santa will be here live in studio at the Prosperity Lounge. We didn't have to abduct him. We got him. He's coming. He'll be here for the whole hour. Ask questions. Join the chat. We might be able to get the text line going or the phone line going, but other than that, bring everybody to watch the show. Santa will be here answering questions. If you got questions for Santa ahead of time, you can send them to me, Joey at theprosperitylounge.com, Joey at theprosperitylounge.com. Put Santa chat in the subject, and then ask your question for Santa. Make sure we read it on air. Curious to find out his favorite reindeer, his favorite Christmas cookie, all that fun stuff. So that should be a lot of fun. And then the last 2 weeks of the year, we're taking off. We won't be here the day after Christmas and the day after New Year's. And then we're back in January with, man, who do I have? A Dream Connection. Dream Connection is going to be here January 9th. Dream Connection is in West Knox. I met them the other day. They are like Make-A-Wish for East Tennessee children. So they're going to come on and talk about their program and what they got going on. And of course, we got the Wednesday shows that are going to be going continuously. We're doing a lot of interviews right now. Got some more from the Liberty series that we're going to release, and then a whole bunch of new episodes with some cool guests. We got a person that is one of the world's leading experts in ethical persuasion, how to persuade people to say yes to you when you're asking them. So I think that's cool. Some Australian guy coming on. He's a leader in sort of branding and marketing, but he's more of a construction in the construction and trades field. And we talk about how construction and trades are left behind, or they are lacking in branding and marketing, and how they can catch up and really do that stuff. So it's gonna be some really cool episodes coming up on the Wednesday show that we'll still be doing the premiere on here. And then we're going to try to do some Monday episodes as well. So as the Liberty stuff goes down, on the Wednesdays, we'll start peppering in some more of these newer interview series that I have going on with these people and stuff. So yeah, totally going to be a lot of fun. So we're going to try to do with the Santa episode, guys, on December 9th, on December 12th, is look for, if you're following me on social media, look for a post on Monday, if not Tuesday. I'm trying to be optimistic that I'll get it done by Monday, but I'm going to have a landing page set up. We're going to have a special sponsorship page for that episode only. So here's your opportunity to sponsor an episode. There's going to be several categories. There's going to be individual sponsors, where it's going to be a set amount or an option to put in an amount. So if you're a regular person, you don't have a business, and you want to donate, boom, you can do that link there. You have a separate side for the businesses. We're going to have a title sponsor. So if you want to be the main guy for that episode, boom, you got a chance to do it. We got some featured sponsors, and then we got some regular sponsors throughout the episode. We're going to blast everybody's names throughout. We're going to praise everybody for doing that. The reason we're doing that is a huge amount of the portion of the proceeds is going to go to some charities, and we're going to send them to we're working out a few. I think we got a couple in mind. We're thinking about East Tennessee Children's Hospital for one. They do a great job in the mission around there. And then we're trying to figure out the second one. I just ran into a fellow Rotarian of mine. His family was in a accident over the weekend. They're all doing fine, but it came to the attention that UT Medical Center in their emergency department, they usually for kids have emotional support stuffed animals available for the kids when they come in from being an accident, being in the emergency room, and they're low or they don't have any more. They're run out. They just don't have any. So they need to get some more. So she was going to do something with that, and I said, well, let me see how I can help. And I think we're going to do something with that too. So we're still got to work on a couple of things like that, but we're thinking of doing that for our charity. So all portions of huge amount of the proceeds, just enough to cover the show. That's all we're taking here, which is nothing. And then everything above and beyond that's going to go to charity. So I think that would be a great way to give back this holiday season to some local charities. Get your name out there and have it be a part of it. So look for that on Monday. My social media, I'll blast that out. Yeah. 2026. What's going to happen in 2026? Let's see. Oh, and of course, Monday mornings, 9 a.m. on 105.3 West 105. You can always hear the Prosperity Pulse, which is my three and a half minute recap of the Friday show, some testimonials, that was it. So that's always on Monday mornings as well, and they're apparently getting a good amount of vibe and feedback from that. So that's been great. And yeah, so 2026. What do we got going on in 2026? Well, we are. Should I tease it? Should I say it? Besides the amount of episodes we're doing, going 2 to maybe 3 days here on YouTube, there's a possibility that the show could be syndicated. Just throw that out there. What does that mean? Well, that means I might be heard on more radio stations than just one. And that means I may be heard on radio stations around the country. I know. I know. So the opportunity for you to be heard for my voice to be heard and your stories to be heard and to spread the message to be heard is going to just grow exponentially. And then obviously for those that want to partner up and get involved, the opportunity for that is going to be even more so. It can be heard internationally. This company I'm working with has right now 13 stations around the country, including one in Canada. They're adding 16 more next year, so it could be 29 different stations around the country digitally on different apps and everything else. So it's going to be still got to figure some stuff out. It's nothing set in stone yet, but the possibility is there. And pray on it and see what happens and make sure it's a good fit and good deal. And yeah, could be a lot more exposure for the show. And then lastly, our Prosperity Partner Program. Did want to talk a little bit about that. It's almost ready to roll out. Some of you might see an email come from me in the next week or so saying you've been selected or you've been attached to or whatever. I put you in the system or whatever it's going to say. I don't remember. That's just my way of saying, hey, I included you in the program. I included you in the partners program. And then you have the ability to go on and claim your listing and keep it as it is or upgrade your listing and add some more stuff to it. And by upgrading, there's different levels and different things and perks that come along with that. Some include things like one-on-one with me, branding, marketing stuff, business coaching, quarterly Zoom sessions, things like that. So it's going to be really cool. Plus some things include radio and podcast ads and things like that. So that's going to roll out in the next week or so as well. I got to finish some back-end stuff on that. And then you get a chance to be featured listings and things. And that's my Prosperity Partners program. So it's my way of saying thank you. If you want to get involved and you want to be connected to the show, may not want to do an ad, let's say, have that, but you want to be connected. This is a way to be connected, and it's a pretty affordable way to do that. So we're going to be rolling that out next week or so. So I have a special video to play. Story first. I don't know the story. My wife's in the background yelling story first of the video. I don't know the story to say. I'm trying to figure out.
The text message we got.
Oh. I guess she's
With a picture of Santa.
Yeah. So this all stemmed from we were planning on having Santa come on the 12th. And then Santa was like, I might be a little busy. And I know what's up. What's up? I know what's up. Subscribers are up. Yeah. Thanks, False. Exactly. So we were planning on having Santa, and then Santa said, hey, I'm a little busy. So we tried to get Santa a different way, unconventionally. It wasn't working out. And then got a picture from from friends of ours, subscribers. They're in the chat tonight. I don't want to blow up their spot, but sent us a picture of Santa and said maybe we need to abduct him and bring him to the show. So we laughed about that. And one of the things I like to do in my spare time is make music and write lyrics. So wrote a bunch of lyrics before and put out a few songs on Spotify and Apple iTunes and things like that. In fact, our theme song for the show is one that I wrote the lyrics to. Basically, I write the lyrics and then I use AI to create the music, and then I edit it and how I like the sound. So I don't just go boom, boom. There's a lot more to it. I'm a little more involved in the production and the final side of it. And then I put them out to use. So did it for a couple other friends and stuff like that, and a couple of songs along the way. But I did our theme song. So I took the chat, I took our conversation that we had about abducting Santa and created a song. And with that song, made a music video. And the music video is AI. I used the song to create the music video. And then I went in and edited a little bit here and there so everything kind of matched up. There are some things you'll see that are like, oh, that's a weird phrase, or that looks really weird on the screen, or that doesn't say what it says. But believe me, you guys will get a kick out of it. So if you want me to play it, let me know. I have it queued up. It's about 4 minutes or so. I'd love for you guys to watch it. And it's just kind of our kickoff to Santa coming on the 12th. But give me a thumbs up in the chat if you want me to play it. Oh, Emmy's saying play it. All right. All right. I guess that's equal to a thumbs up. All right, here we go. Let's see if I can get this to work. Let's play this here.
It was 1 week till Christmas, the lights were shining bright. Bettina had a plan that she'd been plotting through the night. She said, Joey needs an interview, a Christmas special show. So we're bringing Santa with us. Come on, team, it's time to go. Grace brought cookies from Baked by Grace, warm, fresh from the tray. And Emmy Joe grabbed candy canes, at least a dozen, maybe 8. Jessica packed hot cocoa like a mom on a mission, and whispered if we find Saint Nick, he won't resist this kitchen. We're abducting already won. Oh, we found him by a sleigh behind the WJBZ sign. He said, ho ho, what's the fuss? And Bettina said, it's showtime. Grace offered him a cookie and he said, oh my, my, my. And Emmy Joe said, follow me, I got sweets that'll change your life. Jessica tucked his coat straight, said, let's keep him warm, okay. Santa laughed and shook his belly, guess I'm riding with you today. We walked him down the sidewalk like a cheerful Christmas parade. Santa winked and said, I must admit, I love the plans you've made. We're abducting Santa only in a festive way. He's coming to the lounge because Joey needs his say. We've got cookies, cocoa candy, and the whole crew in the throng. Santa's headed to the Prosperity Lounge to do a Christmas song. No harm, just charm and joyful fun. The holiday heist continues and we're nowhere near done. At the studio door he paused and said, is this where the magic starts? Bettina grinned, it's showbiz, Santa, now play your part. Grace tuned the mics, Jessica fixed the lights, Emmy Joe shared candy canes like it's Christmas every night. Joey smiled wide as they shuffled Santa in. This is the best surprise, he said, let the Christmas show begin. We abducted Santa in the nicest way we could. He's ready for the interview and yeah, it feels real good. With the Prosperity crew united, nothing can go wrong. Santa's bringing Christmas to the lounge where faith, action belong. So cheers to joy, to love, to fun. Operation Santa, successfully done. Oh, oh, oh,
All right, there you have it. Operation Santa 2025. What do you guys think? I might put that up as a separate video. See what happens. Play it again. I'm happy to play it again. Let's see. I can play it again. You guys want me to play it again?
The video makes it sound even better.
Yeah. All right. Emmy, what we ended up doing was I took a picture of when you guys were at the show and kind of cartoonized it a little bit. It was that similar picture that I sent of you guys. I think I sent it to your mom. It showed you guys like trying to like abduct Santa. So I used that picture and had it describe it and then put that into the image creator. So it kind of took that to take this. So yeah, you have a little bit shorter hair than you should. But we know it's you from the classes. So you stand out in the crowd. Plus you're always with the candy. So trying to steal the candy canes and stuff. Yeah, I think I'll put that up as a separate video, and you guys can watch it whenever you want to watch it. Make that go viral. Give me some hours on that. Watch hours on that. I'll put it up after we end here. I'll put it up live, so you guys can just go back to the channel and watch it. Make sure it's good. All right. Yeah, definitely Google Prosperity Lodge for sure. You had glasses on when you came to visit the studio. So I don't know what you're talking about. I have a photo of you, the three of us, with glasses. Yeah, she was holding on to that bag of candy and bag of toys. Like she was not letting go of what Santa had with her. So she was holding on tight. So that's definitely, from what I know of Emmy, That's fits perfectly. I can either keep you like that, or I can keep doing 6'7". So you decide. We'll do more videos later on, where we kind of get things a little bit more just dialed in a bit. So we'll have to do some more videos down the road. Maybe I'll do a full on bake by Grace video on her baking and cookies and stuff like that. Maybe I'll do a funny video on who killed the chickens. I don't know. See if that run goes viral too. But yeah, so that's what we got going on. Let's see. Really, it's hard to do an hour when there's no guest.
Well, at least if other people could come chat live, that'd be cool.
Yeah, we're just having chat live, and my wife's in the other room talking to me as well. And anyway, what does everybody got going on this weekend? Let me know. We were going to go down to Knoxville to the tree lighting, and just decided not. We've done it the last few years, but we're so tired from the last day or two. It took us forever to get home today. We're just like, no, let's just stay home. And I was going to go live from the tree lighting and everything, but this is better. So we will do that instead. Let's see what else. Yeah, not much going on this weekend. Then we're into December already. I think Monday's December 1st. Can you believe it, guys? We're less than a month till Christmas. That's already December. Oh, yeah. Fantasy of Trees. Yeah, I think we're going to Fantasy of Trees on Sunday. And then Sweetwater. Yeah, Sweetwater's fun. I'm sad to miss that. I'm glad you guys are going tomorrow. It's a lot of fun. There's carriage rides and vendors, and there's a whole bunch. It's really cool. There's a live nativity scene. Yeah, it's really cute and really fun down there. Talk about it, what it's like. What's what like? Oh, get Noxie to be the guest. She won't come on. So you'll just hear her in the background talking. What it's like to be the executive producer, what it's like to be married to me. Two completely different shows. Yeah. Do you want her to be nice, or do you want her to be truthful? I don't know. It's nice until it's time to not be nice. Oh, what the Sweetwater thing was like. Oh, yeah. So Sweetwater, yeah, last year, we've gone the last couple of years to it. Unfortunately, I'm going to miss this year. Helping our buddy out tomorrow. But it's like really cool homemade vendors. There some good eats, some good food trucks there, Christmas music.
Usually places for photos. Like
Great places for photo opportunities. The live nativity. There's a train ride. Not a train ride. A tractor ride. You can ride on a tractor. And then there's a horse and carriage ride, hay ride kind of thing that takes you around the nativity and everything. And that's really fun to do. You get to pet the horses. And you can pet the horse if you ask nicely. Sometimes he's a little skittish, but if you go nice to him. And then they have the Santas there inside the little visitor center. You go take a picture with Santa. Tell them that you're going to see him on the Prosperity Lounge on the 12th.
That'd be funny.
And he may relay that to the other Santa or to Santas in general on the SantaCon station. But anyway, yeah, so it's fun.
You imagine the look on Santa's face when he called me Santa.
And then there's cool little all the stores are usually open later, like the eateries and stuff that are there on the street, on the strip, the main street. And then I think, if I remember correctly, they have like photo booths where you can go and get your photo with like dress up. And they had s'mores. They had the firehouse there had like a little s'more station. You can go do that. Yeah, they kind of closed one. They kind of closed the street down for part of it, so you can walk around pretty freely. And then, like I said, live nativity, and then yeah, they also have in Sweetwater this year. If you're down there, for sure, um, I believe it's free. A drive-through light display.
It's free.
So that's also something to do while down there. Drive-through light display. That's down there. And then up here in Knoxville, if you're looking for something to do similarly, besides waiting until December 7th to drive around and look at the map for Holly Jolly Home when that's released and ready to go, you still have a few more days to enter. Up until December 6th to get your name and everything in the map. Faith Promise Church over off of Pellissippi Parkway has Muddy Creek Christmas this year. It used to be in Lenore City. Last year they were over in Farragut. This year they're up at Faith Promise Church with Stumpy's Christmas, whatever. I can't remember the name of the Stumpy's, but Muddy Creek Christmas is there. So they're a music based light show and display. I think it's $13. Don't quote me on that. I'm not sure. But we're gonna get some. We're gonna be going up there, I believe, Sunday or Monday to do some filming for them, and then we're gonna get some wristbands to give away on the show. So anyway, but go check them out. That's cool. Give them support. They're a local company, not the big corporate ones that run Covenant Health and not whatever station it is. The Smokies, the Smoky Station, Stadium that's doing one this year. So check these guys out first. So that should be fun to do. And of course, when you're down here in Farragut, East Tennessee, check out the light the park, Campbell Station Inn, or Campbell Station, Founders Park. The lights are on. You can take a walk through, do all that stuff, and further down at Campbell Station Inn, we have Campbell Station Skate, which is this ice skating rink. It's shouldn't say it's ice skating because it's not ice, but it's skating rink. It's kind of like I don't know, it's like a plasticky kind of linoleum rink. Anyway, it's not ice, but you can still skate on it. And it's a bigger rink this year down there at Campbell Station Inn. And there should be some Christmas trees all lined up around that area, about 30 of them or so, that different nonprofits and community organizations decorated this year. So that's all down there at Campbell Station Inn on Kingston Pike and Campbell Station at the corner of that. And then Farragut's also going to be doing a winter market this year over at Biddle Farms. And then also, I believe on the 7th, it's a Sunday, is the Farragut Christmas Parade and vendor market on Sunday, which is also the same day as Light Up the Valley in Hardin Valley. It's also Sunday evening. So you might be able to go over to the Farragut Christmas Parade, check that market out, and then head on over to Light the Valley in Hardin Valley for the Christmas tree light up over there. Fortunately, we won't be around that day. We'll be out of town for some personal stuff, but go check it out. Support East Tennessee, support the town, support all that stuff. And yeah, that's about it. So I don't know how much longer I want to stay. How much longer I want to stay on?
It's an hour, so.
Yeah, I know.
Got 11 in here.
So probably stay on for the full hour like I normally do.
Yeah, at least.
I'm not sure what else. What else you guys want me to talk about? Let's see. We can recap last week's show. Who do we have? Oh yeah. So actually, yeah. So this weekend also, I forgot to mention, is the play over in Lenore City for Last Call Theater Group who were on last week as our guest. And I believe we are going on. We're going to go to the Saturday matinee because after that show, we have to drive to Nashville. So I'm just letting my wife know that now.
Oh, wait, what?
Yeah, so Last Call Theater Group's play is this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Friday I can't attend, obviously, because I have the show. Saturday matinee, Saturday evening, and Sunday afternoon. We are driving to Nashville on Saturday
Oh dear God.
night after the play.
Oh,
So
I
yeah,
did not realize that.
I know. I didn't realize that either till just now. So we'll go over there Saturday for the matinee. I can't remember the time. And then whoever wants to join us, feel free to come on over, buy tickets for Saturday matinee. And we'll hang out and have a good time with the folks from Last Call Theater Group to watch their show, Christmas Bells. I'm excited to see that. So excited to see the parts. And yeah, support them. Give them a good follow. They're on Facebook, and follow them on Facebook, Last Call Theater, and you'll see I've tagged them in a couple posts before. So if you can't find them, just go back and find where I tag them, and you're good to go. Vance misses being in the studio. Yeah, no, I can see that, Vance. I miss being in the studio too. It kind of feels weird that it's Friday night and I'm not there. I'm like, oh, get used to this, but then I was kind of panicking about 5:30, like I should be out the door already. Actually, it was more like 5 o'clock. I was like, I should be out the door. I don't know what I'm doing here. And then I realized, like, oh, I have a little bit more time to relax and just jump on at 6. I was still setting everything up about 5 minutes before I went live. So my lights on both sides and making sure my mic was working and everything else. Feels weird holding the mic. Like I'm looking at myself in the picture. I'm holding it because it's just I don't have a stand, so it's kind of wobbly. I didn't want to wear my headset. It kind of looked weird. So let me see if I can get this going. I am going to be getting some new mini mics soon, so that might help. There we go. But now I do that, you guys can't really hear me too well. How about that? That's probably fine. I'll just leave it like that. You guys are having some fun time. Yeah, Vance probably was happy to take a day off from the studio. I'm not happy to not see me, of course, but he gets to see me now. The only problem is I don't get to see him, which I know makes his day. Probably makes his week. Yeah. So we got, let's see. How many days till Christmas? 27? 28? I guess if you count today, 28 days. 27 more sleeps. Is that how the kids do it these days? What's the big day? What's the day that is when you're 67 days away from Christmas? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I was trying to figure out what day is 67 days till Christmas, and that's the big day to celebrate. That is the big day. I guess that day and then the 67th day of the year, which would probably be sometime in March, I would imagine. Let me see if I can Google that. What is the 67th day of the year? Anybody have any guesses? Guesses. March 8th. March 8th will be the 67th day of the year. What day is 67 days till Christmas? Ooh, Christmas countdown calendar. That's not helping me. No, 55. Getting close, guys. October 20th. October 20th is 67 days till Christmas. And March 8th is the 67th day of the year. So a couple extra days to celebrate. A couple extra days to make Emmy mad. I don't know if I can show you guys. I made this photo the other day. This would be funny to see here. I don't think I could share it on my stream unless I put it up to the phone here. Where is it? There you go. That's the time the show's on, everybody. 6-7. Wait, are you saying no more 6-7 for like
6 years now.
6 or 7 years?
Oh no. We got penalized.
You kids got to come up with more numbers. That's the problem. You guys are so one-tracked on like that's the most popular thing. You guys got to come up with something else. I don't know. Maybe like 99, which is or 100, which is like the scores you should be getting on all your tests. 6-7 is there used to be a D. That's a failure. All right, if 6-7 is dead, I mean, let's come up with a new number. What do you want to come up with? We'll make it go viral. We'll trend it. Let's go. What are we doing? Yeah, something that makes sense. Nothing makes sense nowadays, so. Wait. A 67 is a C nowadays? Man, you kids are spoiled. That was a failure for us. Yeah, 9 to 5. That's it. 9 to 5. That's like as in getting a job from 9 to 5. Oh man, I love that. That's funny. I can't believe that's a C. That was a D for us. Anything 70, 79 was a C. 80 to 89 a B. 90 to 99 or 100 was an A. 65 to 69 was a D, and anything under 65 was a failure. That's what we grew up with. Yes. Dumbing down the grading scale leads to the dumbing down of our youth, which leads to the dumbing down of our society. And we get things like 6-7 being popular. Just saying. And kids in line at 4:45 in the morning at the mall waiting for cheesy bread. All right, first of all, I'm putting this up. First of all, I could see that you being this I got to get an A+ person. I could totally see that. I don't see your mom whipping your butt. Come on now. She's so sweet. Or is there just a side I haven't seen yet?
I want to see the running the up to Bucky side.
I mean, this is the woman who ran over people to take a picture with Bucky. I can't imagine. I can't imagine her getting whipping your butt if you bought anything home less than an A+. Wait. All right. So I read it really fast in the comments. I saw Tide Pods. No wonder they ate them. I got a lot of them. And for some reason, I put in my head, as I was going to say it out loud, that you ate a lot of Tide Pods. And then I had to read back and read it. I said, okay, that's actually a separate comment. There was some time in between those comments. It's not that you ate a lot of Tide Pods. Oh my goodness gracious. I got grounded for an A minus in conduct. What's oh boy, I can't imagine what you did to get an A minus in conduct. Would you step out of line one time? Did you know your mom was like that, Emmy? Did you know your mom was this like high achiever? I mean, you got a lot to live up to. No pressure. Oh, you talk too much. Okay.
I thought you were shy.
Yeah, I thought you were shy. Like, I don't understand this. Like, I'm shy. I don't really want to go on the radio. I don't want to talk to people, blah, 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 blah. Yet you talk too much and you're making these amazing phone calls and connections, getting these awesome prizes for the Holly Jolly Home Contest. And you're not shy at all. I don't know what you're talking about. You know, we brought you and Gracie to the thing, and you guys are like, oh, I just want to go home. I don't know if I want to talk to anybody. I'm, you know, whatever. And then here you are, like calling in a key stop and get prizes. You get prizes for everything. You know, wowing the heck out of me and my wife here about all the stuff you're doing. It's amazing. Which actually is another. Actually, I bring it up. I'm gonna put it on the air right now. Everybody to hear and everybody to pressure you.
So it's like a legal binding contract.
So it's out there, potentially as a one-sided legal binding contract. Because I'm mentioning it on the air. I want to hire you to be the head of my promotions department for the Prosperity Lounge. Putting it out there. Because you get some great prizes. And you might be able to get some good sponsors for the show for me. We'll work on a deal. We'll work on a percentage cut basis here of what we're getting. But we'll work something out.
Well,
I know you got a lot going on already. You got a lot already on your plate, but I'm putting it out there. I'm putting it out there for sure. You probably just turned off the radio at this point and like didn't hear exactly anything I said.
Radio, it's not radio.
Well, whatever. The live stream. I'm so used to being on the radio at this time. I get less than an egg at fussed at by Mimi. Yeah. Yeah, Mimi's a tough cookie. For Mimi, it's like don't mess with anything less than an A, and don't mess with anything that starts with a B for Bucky. Boom. That's it. A's and Bucky's is like that is it. Yeah, we're gonna get it to 1 million. Oh, get to like 2,000. We have now. If you're talking about $1 million, I'm all with you. Yes, share the wealth. Let's go. Let's make it happen. Then I can finally buy one of those houses you're selling, or some land over in Farragut. I can maybe buy a little plot of land for that.
Just a little part of the sidewalk.
Oh, maybe a piece of sidewalk or something out here. Gosh. Yeah, we stopped by Bucky's the other day, but there were some kids taking pictures, and my wife would not let me plow through the line. So we just let it be. But it is what it is. So, well, closing in on an hour, which is great. Thank you all for hanging out. I think a lot of you were in the horizontal chat, which is awesome. Are you asking why the next 1K should go quicker, Emmy? I think it's if you're asking that question, I think it's basically like
That first 1,000 is really hard.
People have a hard time when they see something that has very little subscribers, when they're just scrolling through, they tend not to just click. You have to get somebody to watch and really enjoy it, which is great. But no, you weren't asking that, but I'll answer it anyway. When people are scrolling, they see something with a higher number, 10 people tend to click more, and then it's like a snowball. and more and more rolls more and more down. People getting bigger and bigger, so more subscribers and stuff. So I think I read somewhere that like only 8% of all YouTube channels, and there's 63 million YouTube channels. Only 8% have more than 1,000 subscribers. So I don't know what that was, but it was just a noise out here. But yeah, so top 8%. So we'll say I'm a top 8% show on YouTube, and my podcast is in the top 10% worldwide. So we're getting there. Got some numbers. In fact, actually, this month was pretty cool. If I read it here, let me go find it again. I want to be specific with you guys, transparent, and share everything. I've been signed into my podcast platform, which is the audio versions of everything that we do on Friday and Wednesday. People listen to it on Apple and Spotify and those things like that. We grew so far 601.6% compared to last month. So compared to the first 28 days in October, this month is a 600% growth in the podcast. So whether we sustain those numbers month after month, I don't know. But this month was a great month. So that's a huge number. Hitting 1,000 subscribers is a huge number. Thank you all. Appreciate you all for sticking in here, hanging out in the chat as always. And it was funny. We were talking to my wife and I were talking the other day, and as the subscribers started getting more and more this past week, we started joking that maybe I'll give you credit for it. Maybe Emmy was going around Nashville telling all her friends to subscribe. So we'll give you credit, Emmy. Thank you for whether you did it or not. We're going to pretend you did, and thank you for getting us there and crossing that finish line. And yeah, now if we can get a lot more people to come into the chat on Fridays, that's going to be even better. And I might have a challenge. Let's see here. I don't know if Emmy, your friends would like the show, so it doesn't really matter. But if you can here's the deal. If you can get people to come into the chat, and while they're in the chat, they comment, Emmy sent me here.
Yes.
In the chat.
She gets one
For every new person that comes in and says that, you get a point. And we'll come up with a price sheet for points. X amount of points equals something. We'll figure it out. Nothing extravagant. You're not going to get a vacation out of it. You might get a new Starbucks card every so often. You might get a couple bucks for yourself to have some fun and, buy some new chickens. I don't know. But if they say, Emmy sent me here in the chat, and you tell them to come, and they're in the chat and they watch, this way it helps the watch time and everything else. And, I don't think your friends are going to want to come in and watch like some dark episode about, domestic violence in 2 weeks.
Well, that's some fun younger people on.
But have them come on and watch the Santa episode.
Yeah, the Santa one's going to be fun.
On the 12th. Let's try to get a lot of people in there for that one. Because I told Santa we're going to have a lot of people, and he was reluctant to come unless we're going to have a lot of people. So I really want to make Santa proud. Santa's doing me a big favor. Yeah, points towards candy. I like that. We can really, almost like a candy shopping spree. Like we can go on so many minutes of shopping spree there's like a cool candy store downtown. One of those places we just go all right, you got 5 minutes, you got 2 minutes, you got 30 seconds, you got no time at all. You didn't bring anybody. Yeah, that's right. Just bring them in here, let them watch, make sure they stay for a while, and yeah, that'd be great. We'll figure all that out. We'll probably do something like that in the new year. We'll make like once a month. We'll do like an Emmy sent me here show. We'll plan it ahead of time. Bring everybody on this episode and get your points and everything, and we'll figure it out. And then if those people want to come back, they can come back. I think that'll be fun. Have some theme stuff. Sounds like my show is still playing on the radio. Somebody was
They
late.
probably started 5 minutes in.
Somebody was late starting it because Vance wasn't there. That's okay. All right. Well, we still got 9 people, 8, 9 people, up to 10, 12 sometimes watching. If you guys want me to hang out some more, I'm happy to do it.
Can you play a video? Oh no, they have to be ready, right?
I could probably play a video.
Yeah, play a video. Well, like just play a video.
Yeah, well, people hear you, so it's all right.
Play a video.
Yeah.
Why do you just be the
I don't know what anybody wants me to play here. Play an old video.
Whose fun this is?
Oh,
probably Vance.
yeah, you see the V. He's just making names. Somebody's just making names here. Let's see. Creator logic. No. Creator monetization. Just looking at some emails. Sorry. Nothing good going on. Oh, is there anybody interesting? Is there anybody interesting you want me to talk to? I can reach out to. I got some pull now. I could at least ask. Certain people don't respond, but they just don't respond. I'm still working on Vance's favorite person. So that's taking a little bit of time to figure out. But it may not be live. It may just happen. I'm not sure. So we'll have to see. Anyway. Let's see who's got what going on. Oh, I didn't start the contest yet, Emmy. I see you trying to get some preseason points. We hear you. Will read you.
Who's Tim?
What is we hear you will read you? Fun this is. No, we're still hanging out, buddy. Whoever this is. Thank you for joining. We're just hanging out, doing a different live than normal. Normally live on Fridays, we're doing a radio show at this time with a guest, and then it ends at 7 o'clock, and sometimes hang out a little bit after. We had a pre-recorded show tonight due to the holiday, so we're just here hanging out in the home studio, having some fun. Sounds like it just went off the radio just now, and we're just kind of chilling. Got a lot of people here still, getting a lot of watch hours in, which is great. I appreciate that, especially on this feed here. And we're doing fantastic. I will give you a receipt. Why you seem to be earning your points to earn candy to give to other people rather than so you're bribing them to earn points, but you still walk away without candy.
At least it's Christmas music now, Joey. On praise.
Did I hear a ding letting us know you got a new notification? No, nothing on my end. I'm in a pretty pretty soundproof area. So,
Tim B? I have no idea.
oh, I know who you're talking about. Yep,
Who is this?
Tim Burchett,
Oh.
Tim B.
So who is fun this is?
Oh, I don't know. My executive producers give me some notes here. You just want me to pass the candy along. I see what you're saying. So I got some notes here. Sorry for the quiet. It's hard to just keep talking while you're doing stuff. Let's see. Nope. Yeah, it's just working on the schedule. It's been difficult. A lot of times I can get them to come on if I pre-record because it's just easier for them to find a date and time. So I want them to come live to the studio and do a live show. They're down for it. It's just finding the right Friday. So I'll reach out again in the new year. But the new year is usually really busy legislatively. You know, if the new sessions are sworn in, there's lots of stuff going on. So it might be not be for a bit to get him live. I may be able to do a call in. I may be able to do like a video with him at first and then get him live later on. But there's elections next year here in East Tennessee and around the country. You know, it's midterms are coming up. He's going to be running again, so maybe it's an opportunity for him to come on because he is running to be heard. You know, another station to hear him on, another podcast to go on. But he's gotten extremely popular around the country, so he's in demand a lot more than before. And that's pretty much it. But there's going to be some opportunity to talk to some of the local candidates coming up. You know, we got 3 people running for mayor in Knox County. You know, we'll see what happens there. I mean, we might be able to have somebody come on and talk about that. I just don't want to talk politics too much. But I'll talk to anybody. Got some governors, people running for governor that are, you know, might want to come on. We'll talk, you know, talk a little bit about that, but mostly kind of keep it above board. Like, hey, talk about their community, their leadership, their past, who they are, what shaped them, that kind of stuff. So I think that's the best way to kind of approach that subject. Other than that, yeah, fun this is. Thank you for hanging out, for being here. Trying something fun in the chat with one of our guests here, and one of our I don't want to say guest. What's it?
Dance is in here twice, Joey.
Yeah. Subscribers in the chat. So if you say Emmy sent me here, she gets a point towards stuff. And then I guess she's going to give you candy. I don't know how she's going to even know who you are to give you candy. But that's her prize. She gets some points towards candy and stuff if people say that. But she's rigging the game here because you came in without her telling you. So maybe get a half a point for that one instead of a full-on point. You know, hashtag rigged. I'm too nice a guy sometimes, even giving her half a point. Part of me just wants to because this is like doing so well. Everybody's hanging out. We're having some fun. I'm getting some good watch time from this. It's kind of just like, just leave it on. Everybody just have fun in the chat for the next hour or two, and I'll be back at some point. Just all chat because it's been fun. I got a lot of watch time from you guys while hanging out here. You know, everybody stayed pretty much the full time, which is great. Jessica finally showed up on time. I have to look though. Who's number 1 in the chat right now? Ooh, I haven't looked. Sold by Stroke is number 1.
Really?
Number 1 in the chat. Patriotic Girlie's number 2. Emmy Joe's number 3. Go Vols is number 4. Fun This is number 5. Judy is number 6. I think she's gone. Trisha Good is number 7, and Noxy Knox is number 8. Tazwell. Oh, fun. Thanks for popping on. How'd you hear about us? How'd you hear about the show? Love to know. Where'd you find out? Yeah. Okay. So creativity, I get you. Yeah. I'll give you 1 point for creativity, but that's, you pretty much have used your creativity point up. So tell Tiny we said hello. So since you might be new here, this how fun this is. Basically, we have a show every night, every Friday night, live from 6 to 7 with a guest in the studio. And then on Wednesday nights, we do a live premiere. We have a shorter video that we kind of hang out and do a live premiere watching another interview. And we're all in the chat having fun watching the interview. And then some other nights, we throw up some other videos during the week, some shorts, some content, kind of almost daily, as close to daily as possible. And then come New Year, in the New Year, we're going to have videos 3 nights a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6 o'clock Eastern. Again, live on Fridays, premieres on Monday and Wednesday that you could definitely watch and check out, and then come back and watch later. Definitely, if you're here for the first time, hit the subscribe button. I love that. Make sure you like this video, and thanks for commenting in the live chat. Feel free to go back and watch into the older videos and leave a comment there, just so I know you saw them, and I'll be happy to respond and connect. We have a free community space at theprosperitylounge.com, theprosperitylounge.com, www.theprosperitylounge.com. It's a free community, kind of liken it to a Facebook group on steroids. Basically, get in there, and there's questions on leadership, community, small business, personal finance, all that kind of fun stuff. And once you're in that community, then you can go to the App Store on either an Apple or Google Play, and we have a Prosperity Lounge app that you can download and then get access to the community that way. We're still working on a little kinks on that to do it the other way, but right now you have to be a member of the community in order to sign in through the app. And then when you sign up for the community too, you get on the newsletter and get all the information coming out and tips and tricks and free resources and things like that on student loan survival guide, downloading how to stop living paycheck to paycheck, things for small business marketing, branding, leadership, community stuff. So that's pretty cool there. We have our Prosperity Partners program, which is coming up, which is basically our directory of trusted businesses and the people we suggest, going to. A lot of featured businesses on there that we vet out. Otherwise, just standard directory. And so that'll be coming out soon. So make sure you're following along, either on here on the channel or on our social media. You can go to @theprosperitylounge on Instagram. You can go to @JR Financial Coach here, also on Instagram, and then Joey Ruffalo on Facebook. And you'll see one guy sitting there with a point picture. That's me. The other guy's me too, but that's an old account. Just look at that. Boom. YouTube. Yeah, we're here on YouTube. This is our main video hub, but we do a live radio show in Knoxville, 96.3 on Friday nights from 6 to 7. And yeah, plus we're on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Stitcher, Podspeed. Anywhere you want to listen to a podcast, you can do that. And again, it's just the Prosperity Lounge. You can go to theprosperityloungepodcast.com, and every episode is listed there with links to listen to them on Apple or Spotify, or to watch the episodes back on YouTube. You can leave a review there, a comment. Encourage you to go out to Apple or Spotify and give us a follow there too, and a nice little comment or review is cool. Radio station in the chat, you just asked that. It's 96.3 here in East Tennessee. And then you could also hear me on Monday mornings at 9 a.m. on 105.3 West 105 WFIV. I do a 3-minute thing out there on Monday mornings, like a inspirational show recap or an inspirational kind of get you going in the morning kind of thing. And that's I call that the Prosperity Pulse, and that's on Monday mornings out there. So you can hear me a little bit on different networks and stations and stuff. But appreciate you stopping by, hanging out. Usually by now we're done on a Friday night because we're, like I said, from 6 to 7. But we're just hanging out because it's Black Friday. I don't have a show. We're kind of doing a show on the fly here. No guests, just me talking for an hour, making sure my voice stays hydrated and not gone. But other than that, this is fun. Yeah, I appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, that's the big news from the beginning of the show. There's several other stations in the works in 2026 around the country. Let me tease the stations for the markets for everybody here, so you get to hear. Let me get the stuff up here. Where is it? Stations. Alberta, Canada, Edmonton, Las Vegas, Honolulu, Hawaii, Seattle, San Francisco, Hollywood, California, Fort Lauderdale, Florida, Washington, D.C., Atlanta, Georgia, New York City, Nashville, Houston, Hilton Head, South Carolina, Philadelphia, New Orleans, and Chicago. That is where we are potentially expanding to in 2026. Little old me from Knoxville to those areas. So it should be a lot of fun. And yeah, exactly. All good areas for people wanting to move here. No more people moving here. We're good. We're full. East Tennessee is full. There's a place called Tennessee that's north of here. It looks like Kentucky on the map, but it's really Tennessee. Go there. We're fine. There's another Tennessee. It's south of here. It's called Alabama. You can go there too. Perfect. But this Tennessee is full. Unless you want to go to Memphis. They're cleaning up Memphis nice. Go move to Memphis. We're good. It's still Tennessee. Have fun over there. Can't take the traffic. The traffic's gotten so bad. I used to take us 15 minutes to get downtown. Now it's, 30 minutes. And coming home is even worse. But it is what it is. That's why people love East Tennessee. Love this area. I get it. It's what drove us here too. Can't really complain. Well, appreciate that. Thank you for stopping by. Hopefully you come back again next week, or at least on Wednesday when we do our live premiere. Thank you. This page is, I'm going to put that up because I'm going to leave that up. That's awesome. This page is only amazing because you guys make it amazing. That's why I love each and every one of you for being here and supporting me and hanging out and chatting with each other and barely listening to what I'm saying, and then maybe listen a little bit more to what I'm saying each week. And that's pretty much it. Yeah. Thank you so much. You're going to get replaced. I mean, your comment's going to get replaced with a nicer one. Yeah. Feel like family. That's what I try to do. It's just a big It's really what it is. It's an environment when I'm doing an interview with someone that the purpose of the Prosperity Lounge is I want you to feel like you're a part of the conversation. You're sitting at the table with us listening to what's going on and what's being said. You know that you're a part of it. So you're right there with us. And yeah. So coming in the chat, having fun, and questions that you might ask the guests, and you might not have an opportunity to ask them otherwise. Yeah, you get a chance to come out on and do that. So appreciate that. Yeah, thank you for setting notifications. Yeah, and also too, like they said, it's a competitive chat. We have standings in the chat. So the more you comment and the more you participate, the more you give stars or hearts or whatever, you get points in the chat. And so it's a very competitive chat that comes up. And yeah, it's always a competition of who's going to be number one in the chat. Oh, thanks, Trisha. Appreciate that. Yeah. Doing the best I can. Doing the best I can. So, oh my me, it's been a really long day or two, and I'm a little tired. Usually at this point, I've gotten up and walked around. I got these lights right here in my face that are blaring at me and blinding me, and probably going to give me a migraine in a little bit. But if I turn them off, I think I get blurry, and yeah, I kind of get pixelated over here. So I just leave that on. I'm not sure what you're hearing there. It's pretty quiet where I'm at, and I'm the only one on the mic right now. My wife's in the other room, so sometimes she's giving me notes and stuff, but the mic shouldn't pick her up that I'm using. So if you're hearing stuff, I apologize. Let's see here. Can I play anything through the chart here? There you go. Play with my music beds. Yes, very happy. I think Emmy's happy because you gave her a point for something. So that's towards her candy goal. She's earning points for candy, come up with these weird things. So anyway, hey, thanks. Thank you to whoever else just joined us tonight. Happy to have you in here. See a few more numbers on the page. Appreciate y'all being here. Usually we're live from dare I do 6 to 7. Yeah. 6 to 7. No. My hand is going up. No, I will not. I will spare you the 6-7, but usually we're live from 6 to 7 on Fridays. So thank you for being here. Yeah. I know I stopped myself. So there was 12 people in here, and there was 13 at one point, and 6 plus 7 is 13. So you can't escape it. Are you happy? Yes, I'm very happy. Thank you for asking if I'm happy. I am very happy, Trisha. Thank you so much. Yep. I don't know, Emmy. I'm trying to be funny if I can be. Somebody said I have to be a ham on here in order to do well. Ham it up a bit. I can do that. Can be very hammy. Yeah, to the 6-7. There we go. Ryan, thanks for popping in, buddy. Got to keep it going. We got to hammer that 6-7 home, man. Drive her up a wall. Oh, that's right. Can't escape it. As soon as I even just like raise my hand just a little bit, she just writes no in the chat. Like, that's it. So, tonight actually it's 6-8, so maybe 6-8. We try that out. I don't know. Hey, are you heading out, Vols? If you are, thanks for stopping by and being here, supporting us as always. See you next week if you're leaving. Yeah, rip 6-7. It's gone. It's gone. I think I might have asked in the beginning, but I'll ask again because there might be some more people. Anybody do any shopping today on Black Friday? Anybody do any Black Friday shopping? We did not. There was one year we waited outside from a long time ago. We were like waiting for something. I don't know. It was the Nintendo Wii, I think it was, when that came out. We had to wait in line. Then it was like, I don't know, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. And there was already a ton of people that waited a day or two. They lined up a couple days ahead of time. These people used to line up on Tuesday, put their chairs out and stuff, and then, go back Wednesday, hang out all day because they don't want to lose their spot. And then Thursday, kind of get there and trade off on who's sitting where. Swag bag. Target swag bag. Yeah, we drove by the mall on the way home on 40, and then we looked over, and it's like there didn't look like there was any parking. Didn't look like there was gonna be any parking for days. Like yeah, if you got up at 4 a.m., you'd have to wait in line for cheesy bread. Again, I don't know. I had no idea what that's about. Maybe you can start listening at school and through the grapevine and try to find out what cheesy bread means. Excuse me. I'm a little tired. Y'all having fun, and y'all give me a bunch of watch hours, which is amazing. I love it. So I don't want to leave, but additional prize of $99 or more. Kind of reminded me of when Whataburger opened here in Turkey Creek. They had the first person in line got this like huge prize, and the next 50 people in line got like a regular prize. So if you were 51st in line, you got nothing. It's so bad. I don't know. I don't want to get into a whole Whataburger post, but it's so bad over here at this one that they're not doing indoor. It's only drive-through right now. It was drive-through and inside when I opened it. Now they're just doing drive-through. You drive by, it says drive-through only because it's just the inside was just so chaotic. People are waiting an hour for their food, and this is fast food or fast casual. People waiting an hour for a shake or fries. Yeah, it was getting bad. So I think they just have drive-through now. For a while, I'm sure they'll go back, but right now it's just drive-through. The one that's downtown is just walk-in. There's no drive-through, and this one's just drive-through, no walk-in. There's going to be another one up in Powell, probably by the end of the year. We'll see how that one goes. Maybe people who are driving all the way over here will go up to that one and maybe alleviate some of the stress on this one. But we don't know. We'll see. But yeah, Trisha and Tiny are enjoying the show. There, go Falls. That's the we. That is the we. Let's see what we got going on. Anything else? Anything else you want me to cover, guys? I'm like getting off the camera here. It's easier to be on the widescreen than it is on the short feed because I can, if I move around like this, you kind of get me off, but I'm still on the camera. Yeah, it's good. It's expensive.
Tell the story about the other night.
The pre-grand opening.
The one we went to that took like an hour and a half. For
Yeah.
onion rings.
Oh yeah. So we went the other night there, and let me get back on camera. We went the other night there, and decided to go inside. So let's go on. Let's just best be easier. The line out here is long on the drive-through. So we go in and get shake, like a kid's meal. Got like a kid's burger and fries and a shake. And kid's meal came with a drink, fine. And I think we got I don't know, like a brownie too. And basically came in and they hand us the food. They hand us a bag, and it's got the kids burger in it, and it's got the brownie, but it didn't have the onion rings, and it didn't have the shake. And we're like, oh, we need where's the we need to get the shake. And they're like, oh, sorry. So they go back and grab the shake, and then we're like, oh, we also need to get the onion rings. And then they went back and they came back out and said, oh, we don't have onion rings anymore. And basically, we had already waited almost an hour. Yeah, it was not good. And I think after that they just decided to not have indoors for now. It was pretty bad. Emmy sent me here. Okay, hey, good.
We haven't even started yet.
This is a good preseason test on the Emmy sent me here post. Points don't really count tonight, but this is a good test for Emmy to see who's coming.
Globber Gaming.
Yeah. Thank you for being here, Globber Gaming. Nice to see you. I think you're watching on the short feed. Thank you. Hey, Emmy sent me here. Was Emmy texting you and telling you to join this, and then say it? Appreciate you hanging out. Yeah. Ooh, good. You fixed it. This way she gets the point. So if you're here for the first time and Emmy sent you, the other thing you have to do is you have to subscribe and you have to like this video. If you do that, Emmy gets some points, and then she gets prizes for points. I'm just going to throw it out there. She's kind of using you guys to boost me. She's using you guys to get points from me to give her stuff. Because she knows a lot of people. She's very popular. She's going to help me get my channel big and up there. Emmy's Army. Yeah, that's it. Emmy's Army. So I appreciate you doing that. Maybe hang out a little bit in the chat. Go ahead and subscribe and give us a thumbs up. Give us a like. That'd be great. Tell everybody you know. Try to get this channel up and up. To next goal is 2,000. We're halfway there, more than halfway. So Emmy's got 3 points right now. It's a good thing her first prize is 1,000 points. She got to get there first. She's on 3. She's not going to be a big fan if I said that. Has she heard that? Do have a... Yeah, I love that. That's awesome. Well, I mean, it's 6.7, 6.7. It's all the same. It all works. As long as you're driving heavy around on that and you're screaming it out loud, it's all that matters. Give her that 6.7. Oh, wow. 61 F100. Wow, that's awesome. That's going to be sweet when that's done. That's going to be pretty sweet. Yeah, thanks for being here. Emmy is a miss.
That's the sister, the aunt.
Sweet. Hey, Valerie. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for being here. What was this on the one? I'm going to have to read this weird. Petro Chili's fan? Okay. Cool. Thanks for stopping by. We got a nice big chat going. No, I have no idea who that is. Cool. Emmy Joe sent me. Yep. Doris. How you doing? Let's see. We were talking about Buc-ee's earlier. Ah, I thought you were a Petro's Chili fan. Petro's Chili's, like the food place, Petro's. Okay. I know Achilles. I don't know who the other one is. I can't really read the comment here. Petrocles. Okay. Got it. That's sweet. Okay. I think Emmy left us to go round up some more people. Yeah, we had a great Thanksgiving. Thank you. Thank you so much for asking. It was pretty good. She's rounding people in here. Yeah, she's rounding up people for sure. Nice. Yeah, I told the story earlier. We went to Mama's farmhouse kitchen in Pigeon Forge, and it was about a 4-hour wait. 4-hour wait for the party of 4 we were with. A really long wait, but yeah, it was worth it in the end. But it was still a long wait. Good thing we had eaten breakfast, just in anticipation that was going to take a while. But yeah, 4 hours was not fun. And of course, you sit down and eat for an hour or less than an hour, but you wait for 4 hours to eat. It's just up and down with this stuff. So, but let's see where we're at. Cool. Well, if you're new here on Facebook, welcome. If you're new here on YouTube, welcome. And please make sure you subscribe and like this video so you can come back to when we're live again, and then make sure that you definitely put in the chat Emmy sent me if you're here from that each week, and then she'll get points for it. Fun this is. Okay, no problem. We might still be here. I don't know how much longer my voice is going to hold up, but we'll be here. Otherwise, you'd probably be in the future. I'm just reading it as like you're going to plug it back in and come running back to the chat. Like you're so happy, you're so excited, and you're having a great time. And I'm like, yeah, it's a great time. He's going to come back. But I do appreciate that. Yeah, for sure. Thank you for being here. Well, it's going back down and count now. I mean, people just popped in to say hi and they're leaving. That's not really what the point. You get half a points for those people. That's about it, really. Excuse me. Well, I think I'm going to call it a night, fellas and ladies, guys and gals. It's been almost an hour and 45 minutes. And my voice is...
Your voice is going, so.
Petrocles fan. I'm going to go there. Okay. All right. Thanks for coming on and hanging out. Feel free to subscribe. Come on back later on. Watch any of our videos. we got some cool, like, inspirational stuff, and some fun stuff here and there. And we're live every week on Fridays, and we do a live chat premiere on videos every Wednesday, and a live show on Friday with a guest usually. 3 points, Emmy. 3 points. This is all preseason though, so it may or may not count. We'll go 3 points for now, and I still have to figure out what those points mean and what level is the first prize. So it's going to be like at the arcade where 3 tokens get you, or 3 tickets get you, 1 gumball. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But thank you all for hanging out. Thank you all for coming along. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for supporting me. Thank you all for blessing me with your presence. Have a great rest of the weekend. Have a great upcoming week. Stay faithful, stay fearless, and remember, freedom lives where faith and action meet. The lounge is always open, and so is your next breakthrough. Thanks for being here. This is the Prosperity Lounge.